So in this video, I'm going to go through how a client got over 50 life settlement appointments in less than 30 days using Facebook ads. So here's the problem that the client had. First of all, the client wanted to target people over the age of 70 who have an unwanted life insurance policy of over $100,000. But Facebook's new financial service rules prevent you from targeting by age. At least that's what everyone says. But spoiler alert, this is not a problem if you know how to use Facebook ads properly. And I'll show you exactly what we did later on in this video. Now, the other problem is that the client doesn't have a website or any testimonials or really any social proof or much of an online presence. And they also don't feel comfortable being on camera. So we're going to have to do a really good job of building up as much trust as we can to get these leads to book an appointment. And the client really just wanted a 100% turnkey solution where they just got appointments booked onto the calendar, and all they have to do is basically pick up the phone and call the person that booked the appointment at the time that they scheduled. So that was the problem. Now let's go through how we solve this problem. So let's go through the solution. So we basically did the same thing that we do for every single client that we work with. We created an automated appointment machine to get appointments booked on the calendar. So here's a quick screenshot to give you an overview of how this automated appointment machine actually looks like from a bird's eye view. And I'm not going to go into detail as to how everything works inside of this video, but if you do want to see how it works, and if you want us to also set up the same kind of system in your business, all you need to do is click the link in the description of this video to watch my free masterclass training, and that will go through how it all works in more detail. At the end of that video, if you like what you hear, then you can click on a button below the video to schedule a call to learn more about working with us. But in this video, I will go through some of the main things that we did and the highlights of what we did to get these appointments booked on the calendar. So the first thing that we did is we created some image and video ads to attract people over 70 who had an unwanted life insurance policy. So you might be wondering, how do we do that? So the key to do that is all about the messaging that you use in the ads. So if you actually call out inside of the ads exactly who this is for, so for example, you can say, are you over 70 with an unwanted life insurance policy? If you actually see that, the Facebook algorithm will automatically, without you having to do any extra work, it will automatically show your ad to people that it believes are the right fit for your audience. And then what happens is, as people see the ad, those that are a good fit will click and convert, and those that are not a good fit will skip the ad and ignore it. And then as Facebook gathers this data, the Facebook algorithm is able to optimize your ads and show it to more and more people who are the right fit over time. So that's a quick overview of how the Facebook algorithm actually works and why we can target people over 70 who had an unwanted life insurance policy. And I'll go into a bit more detail about how that actually works by using the Facebook pixel in just a second. But for now, just to let you know, we were running ads. We tested both image ads and video ads, and you can see the results over here. And overall, I'd say both image and video ads performed relatively similarly. I'd say probably the video ads got a slightly better result. But if you look at the cost per lead, the video ads were about $17 per lead, and then the image ads were about $19 per lead. So this isn't really a big difference, but we still had both of those image and video ads running at the same time. Now, we wasn't just running Facebook ads, we also run ads on TikTok as well, but after spending $500 on TikTok and seeing that the cost per lead was 4 times higher than what we see on Facebook ads, we decided to turn it off and just focus on Facebook ads instead. So this is worth mentioning that for some clients, we do see that TikTok ads works better. And for other clients, we see that Facebook ads works better. So every client is different. So that's why it can be helpful to test both and then just see which one works better for you and your business. However, the data clearly showed in this case that Facebook ads was the better platform. And I think it's because the target audience is over 70. And TikTok ads, even though you can target people over the age of 55, I just don't think as many people are on TikTok who are over the age of 70 compared to those that are on Facebook and even on Instagram, which is part of Meta. So when we run Facebook ads, that also does include Instagram ads because it's part of Meta. And Facebook will just automatically show your ad, or Meta will show your ad either on Facebook or Instagram, wherever your target audience is most likely to be found. But anyway, in this case, I did want to mention that we tested both Facebook and TikTok, but we decided that Facebook was the best platform. So that's where we spent the rest of the budget. So the way that the ads work is after someone clicks on the ad, it will take them to a landing page where they could enter their name and email and confirm their age and if they have an unwanted life insurance policy. And this is the pre-qualification stage. We want to make sure that the leads that we generate are not people that are not a good fit. We want to make sure they're a good fit, they're over 70, and that they also do have an unwanted life insurance policy. And the reason we use this pre-qualification form is to make sure that we train Facebook's pixel with the right kind of data on who is and who is not a good fit. So the landing page and the form was set up in a way where if you're not a good fit, you wouldn't fill out the form and then you wouldn't send any of that data back to Facebook. But if you were a good fit, then you would fill out the form, you would go to the next page, and then we would send a positive signal back to Facebook to say, hey, this lead was a good fit. So show these ads to more people like this person. And that's how we were able to optimize the ads and use the Facebook algorithm to show the ads to the right kind of people. So this is how we were able to target people over 70 with an unwanted life insurance policy, even with Facebook's so-called limitations. Now, after the pre-qualification form, the leads could then watch an educational video, which is called a video sales letter on how a life settlement works. Now, again, I'm not going to go through what to say in the video sales letter and how that all looks. If you want to see an example of that and you want to learn more about how to do that, then again, just click the link in the description of this video to watch my free masterclass training, which goes through how that all works in more detail. But anyway, the lead would then watch that video. And then if they like what they hear on the video, they can then schedule a call to learn more and find out how much their life insurance policy is worth. So that was a quick overview of the strategy and what we actually did. Now let's talk about the results. So I've got a screenshot here of their cost per lead from their Facebook Ads Manager account. And you can see that their cost per lead was $23.99. So under $25 for a lead. Now, a lead is great, but it's not the same thing as an appointment. And an appointment, a booked appointment with someone that's qualified, is more important than a lead. So the focus is really on appointments, not on leads. Now, in their case, the client's cost per appointment was under $40, which is really good. Even with just a 50% show up rate, that's an $80 cost per appointment. And if we look at his Calendly account here, it's currently a Sunday, the day I'm recording this video. And if we look at how many appointments he's had in the last 7 days, so Friday he had 3, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Tuesday, so that's 5, then 6, 7. So he had 7 in the last week. And then the 7 days before that, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on Friday, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it looks like he's had 13 appointments the week before. So it can differ from week to week, as you can see here. And in total, since we launched the campaign, you can see here that he has had 56 appointments scheduled on the calendar. And next week, we also see that he has currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 appointments scheduled so far. Again, at the time of recording this video on a Saturday. So at this point, if you feel you need help with generating leads and appointments predictably every single month in your business, and you'd like to learn more about working together, just click the link in the description of this video to watch my free masterclass training that goes through how it all works in more detail. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.